I'd like to knock it,
Yeah.
just like I'd like to say, hey, listen, you saw me tooling around in that green truck for years. It was no fun, mate. It was all work.
Yeah.
I was slugging it out just for people like you.
Yeah.
That's all bullshit.
I was going to say, I call bullshit.
Truth is, I loved every minute of it.
Yeah.
There was every now and then you wouldn't mind burying some of the sponsors, You get that.
Yeah.
But that's what happens when money comes into a relationship. And I'm not talking about your sponsors. I'm just checking. No, there's none of them up there.
No.
None of the ones I want to bury.
No, very good. No, everybody that's up there, I basically know either the owner or the big boss.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm a stickler for it. Like Brad's that owned Maxtrax. His 1943 Jeep Willys that I did a body off resto on.
You did that?
Yeah.
Yeah, right, eh? Is that after he went up the Cape or before?
That was in 2018.
Right. Yeah, okay, so that's after. It would have needed one by then.
Oh, that was, that was everything. I mean, I think we had a couple of little hiccups with some of the mechanical bits and the steering, which were a little bit out of my realm of knowledge, but it come up good. But he was the one that gave me the first proper crack.
Yeah,
They dropped that six-wheeler thing off.
Oh, yeah, the big Toyota.
Yeah, and we did a heap of Raptor work on the back of that, and he loved it, and he was like, well, what could you do with this?
I know Brad pretty well too, and there's a guy who knows value for money.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's not frightened to spend a quid.
No.
But he's not like some of these guys who get that wealthy that they just throw it around.
No.
He never would. He's good. He's a good bloke to travel with, and probably from my point of view, I used to tell the difference between sponsors was some of them were just pure businessmen. Right. They're in the four-wheel drive game because they could make a quid out of it. Yeah. It's booming all over the place. I'm making a quid out of this, and that's all right. And then you get the other people who came into the business because they're enthusiasts.
Yes.
Like Brad.
Yeah.
Brad was already writing the go-to book for Fraser and all sorts of other stuff before he even came up with Maxtrax.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have come up with it if he hadn't been a dedicated four-wheel driver, a real traveller.
Yeah.
And his Maxtrax have rescued a couple of trucks on trips I've been on.
Yeah.
And I don't mean rescued as in, oh, gee, we got him out of the sand. I mean, oh, we got him off the beach that was collapsing underneath the car.
Yeah.
Up the Cape, places like that, the Gulf once. With one of Gleno's trucks, actually,
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he had that much bloody coffee machines and Eggs Benedict machines. And, he had that much stuff in it, being Gleno, that it just sank as the tide was coming in up the Gulf.
Yeah.
And it's the weirdest thing because you put your foot down and then there's a hole and you've lost your leg, because the water's coming in underneath the sand.
Yeah.
Because it's so shallow. When the tide goes out, you can see miles. It's not like Wynnum mudflats. It's miles and miles.
Yeah.
And so we parked down near the water doing something, blah, blah. The tide's come in a bit, but you don't notice because it's miles away still.
Yeah.
But it's got very wet underneath. And all of a sudden, Gleno's gone to move his truck.
Yeah.
A big 79 loaded up to the gills, and it just went boomf and sunk to the rails. I
think I remember that episode.
Yeah.
I think you were all stuck at one point, weren't you?
We were all stuck on the beach. I was stuck. I got stuck going back to get him.
Yeah, I remember that.
Keno was pulling a trailer. He got stuck.
Yeah.
Man, we lost about 10 Maxtrax on that beach. We never saw them again. They're down there somewhere.
Yeah.
But that was middle of nowhere. Maxtrax saved the day.
Yeah, well, it's the best product. But for me, it's like even like that American company bought Tread, Maxtrax, Rhino Rack, all those different ones. So it's like there's not a lot of, it's all owned by the same place now. But for me, it's like there'll never be a Tread on my wall because of Brad and Paul and like Ben and all the other boys too. But it was Brad that gave me that first sort of, leg
kick.
up. Yeah.